Hey friends, welcome to Nancy's Pantry, where we talk everything health, nutrition, and fitness, and all of the best ingredients that are out in the Canadian market that we want to put in our body, and the ones that we really want to do our very best to stay away from. Let's get started with today's video. Okay friends, so today in our video we are going to discuss back to school lunches. The previous video we talked about back to school snacks, and this one we're going to focus on the lunch. We really want, along with the good quality snacks, we really want the best quality lunches as well. So on this side here, we've got the more typical and popular lunch items. I'm sure there are a ton more. However, these are the ones that I'm sure are most popular. Let's start with the mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, I think, is a kid favorite item for lunch. At least I know my daughter loves her macaroni and cheese. However, majority of the mac and cheese that exists out in the market is just chock full of things that are supposed to mimic cheese, milk ingredients, dairy, and it doesn't. It's also chock full of sugar and so forth and so on, just a whole bunch of artificial junk. So this Kraft one here, this is a spicy cheddar. I thought this was interesting because it's a new one. I've never seen a spicy cheddar by Kraft. And here we go, the cheese sauce is modified milk ingredients. So it's not even real cheese. You've got corn maltodextrin, which maltodextrin is just really bad for your gut as well. You've got your cornstarch, you've got your phosphates, you've got your, now there's a bunch of seasoning, you've got a bunch of gums. This is just a bunch of junk. That's basically what it is. It's a box with a bunch of ingredients that are not great for our children to be eating or consuming on a very regular basis. There's another one here by the Great Value from Walmart. And it's slightly better in the sense that at least the cheese is real cheese. They're using milk, bacterial culture, salt, and enzymes. But then there's a bunch of other things like sugars, like the gums, so forth and so on. And there's even artificial colors in this one. So the alternative for this would be Annie's grass-fed macaroni and cheese. It's the organic, this is Shells and white cheddar. I'm pretty sure I've seen this grass-fed one with the yellow cheddar as well. Their ingredients are so much better, and it's grass-fed cheese, grass-fed meat and cheese products. As we know, cows graze on the grass, they eat their natural diets, they're going to have better quality products. We're going to get better quality, better tasting, better fat in our milk and in our meat, and we're going to get all of those lovely nutrients that we need. Let's take a look at these Knorr, these Uncle Ben's, these little packages that you just cook up, and there you go. This is a Chinese fried rice, sorry. And again, it's just a bunch of sugars and modified cornstarch, dehydrated vegetables. You got your nasty vegetable oil in here. And this one actually uses cottonseed and soybean, so let's not get into cottonseed oil. Maltodextrin, you've got your sugar. This is just not the greatest stuff that you want to be feeding your kids on a daily basis. Again, here at Nancy's Pantry, our motto is, if it's something you eat every single day, you want to eat the best quality that you can. And if it's something that you eat on occasion, it's okay that there is a little bit of leniency in those ingredients. It's every so often, so that our body's not accumulating all of those chemicals and bad ingredients. We don't want that. So these Uncle Ben's, I don't actually have an alternative for this. I know that there is a product that you can find, I think it's called Seeds of Change. They have great microwavable packets with rice, some with beans, some are more leaning towards the Indian dish like chickpeas. They've got these little packets and they're great, and the ingredients are a lot better. Everything is organic, and they use good quality oils in those as well. So rather than the Uncle Ben's and the Knorrs, if you can, if it's something your child eats on a very regular basis, try the Seeds of Change packages. They're very good. You can find them at any grocery store. No Frills, Walmart, Sobeys, all of them. You can find them. Along with the macaroni and cheese, we have Mr. Noodles. So ramen. Ramen is such a popular item between college and university students because it's cheap, so it fits their budget. However, it's another item that is literally ready to kill. The ingredients, the amount of salt that is in one of these products is enough to give you high blood pressure. And they use palm oil, there's sugar, there's gums. Let's not start with the artificial meat flavors that they have here. This is artificial chicken flavor, so it's not real chicken. There's nothing in here that is real. And they've got MSG, their yeast extract, just caramel color. Come on, guys, there has to be something better out in the market. Yes, this is yummy on those days. Maybe you've been out drinking and you have a little bit of a hangover, these are great. You know, the quick fix stuff, this is great. However, we've got a better version of that, a better alternative, and that is these noodles by Koyo. So this is ramen soup, but again, it's 88% organic ingredients, and on top of that, they are using heirloom wheat flour, which is really good quality flour, sea salt, and none of these have meat. I picked the specific ones that don't have meat for my daughter because it needs to be halal. However, this is an Asian vegetable one. It contains a lot less sodium than the other Mr. Noodles, but it's also got real ingredients. None of it is artificial. There's no artificial sweeteners. There's no artificial anything here. So we've got some mushroom, the Asian vegetables, and I think there's even some buckwheat noodles one here as well. They're really great. You cook them the same way you cook the Mr. Noodles and you're good to go. Let's talk about frozen entrees. So frozen entrees is one of those things that I think is very quick and easy, and a lot of kids seem to like them. I know my youngest brother-in-law used to love Michelinas quite a bit, and this is actually a new one that we've got here. This is a spinach and ricotta bake. However, these, again, like much of these other items, I think this one is even trying to market itself as being like a healthier option by calling it smart fat. You know, it's low in calories, only 6 grams of fat, but it's also loaded with garbage. So does it really matter that it's only 250 calories? Could you not eat better for the 250 calories? I think you could. And I really think that Michelinas needs to up their game and give us better ingredients, because if they do give us better ingredients, this is something that will stay in the market for a long time. You know, again, we've got ricotta whey cheese product, so we know it's not real cheese. It's got a cheesy blend, supposedly mozzarella flavored product. That's the mozzarella you're getting in here. You've got your natural flavors, your cornstarch, sugar, canola oil. There's just so much stuff in here that is just not good for us, including MSG. That's what's gonna make you feel full longer with this, even though it's only 250 calories. But this is just not great, guys. This is not a great option, even though it is cheap. There are better options out in the market that are only a couple dollars more than this. So I've got 2 options here, one of which I have yet to try, but I found it at Walmart and I thought it was interesting. The ingredients are pretty good, and the price is pretty good as well. It's not very expensive in comparison to some other products that I saw out in the market. So the first one is Amy's. We're sticking with Amy's because Amy's and Annie's, they make great stuff. So this is Amy's Thai green curry. I have the French version there for you. It's got jasmine rice with sweet potatoes and spinach. So this is a meat-free option. This is great for all of our vegan friends and all of our vegetarian friends. And everything in here is organic. I'm looking for the oil to see if they've got any. They have expeller pressed safflower and or sunflower oil. So that's great because it's organic and it's expeller pressed. If it was just sunflower or safflower oil, we would be in trouble, guys. But they are using organic expeller pressed, which is awesome. They're using organic cane sugar. All the ingredients seem pretty good. And you know what? There's no natural flavors in here, which is awesome. So this is a great product, getting away from the natural flavors if that's something you're trying to look for. This is a little bit pricier. This is more of the higher end market. If you can find these, find them when they're on sale. That's when I bought this one and a couple of others. Frontera. I've heard a lot about Frontera in the US market, and this is the first item I've ever seen here in Canada. And it's a frozen meal again. It's a 3-bean taco bowl. See, it even says product of the US. This company I have seen makes really good salsa and even like a fire roasted tomato sort of sauce that you can use to cook or to dip. But this is really interesting because this is a whole meal in itself. It's a gourmet Mexican cuisine from the Rick Bailey's award-winning chef, author, and TV cooking show host. Who knows? I have no idea who that guy is, but it looks really good. The ingredients are great. The only thing that I have with this is the fact that they are using canola oil. And none of these ingredients here are organic, and it's not expeller pressed. So that really is the only thing I have here. Oh, and there's some palm oil because they have plantains. So they've obviously fried the plantains in palm oil, which again, if it's not red palm oil, then we're in trouble. So it's mainly the oils in this that I have a problem with. Other than that, there's no added sugars. Everything is naturally occurring. And they're using, you know, brown rice, They're using red rice, they're using amaranth. It's a whole mix of some great grains. So this is a really good product, and I believe this was like $4 or $3, and that's regular price at Walmart. So this is a great item, especially because you're giving your children a better quality item than the Michelinas. So it's only about like $2 to $3 difference from the Michelinas. I think the Michelinas is actually, it'll go on sale for like $1, but regular price it's $2. So you're looking at about $2 to $3 more. Let's look at Lunchables. So Lunchables was something that I was not able to find in your regular grocery stores, like, you know, No Frills, Sobeys, things like that. But Lunchmate, they have these. There's a halal version as well that I generally buy for my daughter. But these guys, I mean, it's a long list of ingredients, and it's a whole bunch of sugar, a whole bunch of garbage, gums, just artificial flavorings and colors. This is just not great for our children. Again, it's great as, you know, a once in a while thing. If this is a treat for your child, that's great. It's okay. But if this is something that, you know, I have seen children go to school with literally this every single day, plus a bag of Doritos. And I've even seen children with a bag of Doritos and a banana for lunch. This is not the greatest options. I understand that, you know, some of us are in tight situations, but there are some cheaper and, you know, better quality products out in the market that can fit your budget. If you want something like this, maybe you can find some really good quality, like organic mini naans, and you can send them, you know, with a little container of some tomato sauce and some cheese, that they could still do the same thing, but it's basically like homemade rather than in a package. So bento boxes is something that is a very popular item I see. There's a bunch of those like stainless steel ones. There's a bunch of plastic ones that are great. And you can just kind of make something similar to like the Lunchmates, where you can add some cheese, some nuts, you can add some fruit. You can just make it your own however you'd like. So a bento box is always a better choice than say the Lunchmates, because you can actually control what you're putting into the box, how much sugar your child is eating, and the ingredients that is going into the food you're putting in there. Obviously, sandwiches, that is a typical kids' food lunch for school. So we have to talk about deli meats. Deli meats, and I'm gonna go right into the tuna as well, because tuna salad, egg salad, you know, ham and cheese, ham and turkey, or sorry, cheese and turkey, those are all sandwiches that are very typical for kids to take to school. So tuna, you really want to go for skipjack tuna because it is very sustainable. On top of being very sustainable, it is also it has a lower mercury count in comparison to albacore tuna. Although albacore tuna offers a bit more. This is the low sodium skipjack, which is better than this one we've got here, which is just the regular high sodium. You know, canned fish and meats generally have very high salt contents. Anything canned, beans, vegetables, things like that. So the tuna, if you can find in low sodium, it would be better for you. The albacore tuna has a higher omega profile. But again, it's the mercury that we want to be careful with our kids, because we don't want them to be eating, you know, albacore tuna very, very often. So skipjack tuna, low sodium. Albacore tuna, again, you want to make sure that it's in water, not in oils. A lot of canned fish and meats that are in oils are in crappy oils. You're not going to find them in things like extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil or coconut oil. You're going to find them in soybean oil, vegetable oil, canola, all that stuff. So steer clear of those, stick to the ones in water, low sodium, and you're good to go. Deli meats. So we've got this one here, which is a halal. It's from Solmaz, and it's very difficult to find halal, organic, good quality products out in the market. And there's only a few brands that really make stuff like deli meats. So unless you're gonna make it at home, it's kind of difficult. But this one we have at home, and we do buy Solmaz quite often. We buy their sausages, their other meats. However, this one has corn syrup solids. We've got modified cornstarch, soy isolate, dextrose. There's a bunch of stuff in here that isn't great, but it's not something that any of us eat every day. So for us, unfortunately, this is the only option we have. This is probably the better of the ones. If you ever see the Zabia halal or the Safra halal, those deli meats are even worse than this. They have colorants, they've got artificial flavors. I don't even know if half of it is even meat. A lot of it has like a soy protein mixed in. It's just not great. So this is a little bit better of, it's the lesser evil, let's just call it that. So this is really cool because this is the Your Fresh Market, which is the Walmart brand. It's actually very affordable. I think this was like $4 or $5 for this package, which majority of the time, these larger packages of deli meats, this is 175 grams, they're about $5. I was about to say 500 bucks. That'd be some very expensive turkey, but $5. And I think this was just short of that. But Walmart has this great oven roasted turkey breast, and it says right here, it says no preservatives or nitrates added, and that is absolutely correct. I think it's the Maple Lodge one. It also says the same thing, nitrate and preservative free, but it's really funny because it actually had a preservative in the list. So they could be a little bit, you know, mischievous that way in telling you that something is nitrate and preservative free, and it really isn't. They're hoping that you don't know what these ingredients are, but the best we can do for ourselves is educate ourselves on these ingredients. So here we've got turkey water, sea salt. That's great. Sea salt is better for you. Vinegar, potato starch. So there is a little bit of potato starch that is a filler, but it's a lot further down the list than in the front. Cultured celery extract. You got some cane sugar, baking soda. That's it. There's no other preservatives. There's no nitrates. There's no sulfates. There's nothing in it, and it's pretty clean and it's pretty affordable as well. What else am I missing? Pizza pockets, beef patties. Okay, so this is another tricky one out in the market. It's very difficult to find good quality, like, you know, these frozen pizza pockets. These are the typical ones that you can find in the store, as well as the beef patties. These are the halal ones. Unfortunately, it's very difficult for me to find these things halal. I'm sure they exist. I'm still on the search, and when I do find them, I will share them with you. But these, again, are just filled with fake cheese products, you know, fake meat, just a whole bunch of fake ingredients. And although you may think that your child is going to be satiated with something like this, it's not going to help them in the long run as they progress through their day in school. So really, we ultimately want to make sure that these are treat items, once again, and not something that your kids are eating on a daily basis. I mean, pizza pockets, again, you can make a bento box with the pizza. Maybe you can even make some panzerottis at home yourself. Grab some pizza dough from the store, make pizza dough fresh at home, make a few, meal prep them for the week. If this is your child's favorite thing for lunch, then it'll be something that is homemade. You can control the oils that you're using, again, the sugars, all the products you're using, and they're getting a much healthier and better product for themselves to ingest during school. Beef patties, I've never made a beef patty, so I have no idea what it takes, but I'm sure it takes a lot of time considering that there's dough and a filling. You can try to do the same thing maybe with some pizza dough, but if you guys know of any really good quality beef patties or pizza pockets, please let me know. I'm still on the search for a good one. Okay guys, that's all for our video today. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed our content today. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the bell icon so that you can get updated every time we have a new video. Comment, give us a thumbs up, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Take care.